Game's almost gonna start. I decided to add the face cam as well. The game's almost gonna start. I just need to get everyone ready, and I need to eat as well, as the human I am.
Five seconds. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Coming.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I just had to eat. Okay, Oracle ban. Again, that's like such a strong ban.
Dire team ban.
And then secondly is Warlock ban. Again, like you just ban those 2 heroes. If you don't pick them, you ban them 100%. And then Nature's Prophet and Doom. Pretty standard bans coming in, except for the Death Prophet one. It seems like they do very much fear the Death Prophet of LoL's TM, as it pretty much wrecked both games. There was a LoL's TM Death Prophet. It did really well.
10
So
seconds. Dire team pick.
they probably have a really
Seconds
strong
remaining.
Earthshaker. I don't know,
Radiant team pick.
because it's been banned every time. Grimstroke again. They love their. Oh, it's not even. It's Skippy's team that has Grimstroke this time. It's It's the Rangers that
Team
picked
pick.
Grimstroke. Shadow Shaman.
Dire team pick.
Nice, good old stun and Ogre Magi. They go for the same pick again. This worked, they're gonna do it again. I like this. This is a good combo. Shadow Shaman, Ogre Magi. It makes the tri lane a lot stronger than having two ranged heroes like in the first one. The picks are coming through pretty quickly
10
this time.
seconds remaining.
Usually it takes a while. Let's guess. What's the second pick gonna be? I guess.
5 seconds remaining. Dire
It's so
team
difficult.
banned.
Jakiro. Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have not stood a chance. Okay, so now there's 4 bans after this. Ban 1 for the Dire. What shall it be?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm guessing, I want to say Lifestealer ban, but no one picked Lifestealer and it wasn't even banned the previous game, so that's probably a bad guess. Maybe Ursa. Ursa is pretty strong. Slark. I don't know, honestly. Honestly, I don't know. Like, it could be... could be anything, dude. It seems like they don't know either, because it's running into the
Radiant
reserve
team
time.
banned.
Ursa! Feels so good when you guess them right. From time to time. Okay,
Dire
now.
team banned.
Morphling ban. That's pretty... a pretty good ban. If you're not gonna pick Morphling, you ban it 100%. I just like, for in case like the Morphling first game, it wasn't a bad Morphling. It was
Radiant
just like
team
that one
ban.
thing you did wrong. And then Juggernaut ban. I think every single game there's been a
Radiant
Juggernaut
team
ban.
pick.
People don't like Juggernaut. And the good old Skippy Monkey King is not going to be part of the equation this game, since it got banned here. Okay,
Dire
pick
team
time. Omni Knight again. Smeesters feeling it with the Omni Knight. He picked it previously. He picks it now. They
Radiant
have the
team
exact same comp so far as they did previous game. Is that a Skippy Brewmaster? I think that's a Skippy Brewmaster. I'm not sure. That could be pretty nice to see. Let's see, what are they gonna pick now?
10 seconds remaining.
Brewmaster is a pretty strong hero. Like,
5 seconds remaining.
he's a game-winning hero. Come on. They're gonna pick a mid hero now, I think. Man, so they're gonna pick Quap. I'm just gonna guess Quap. It's so difficult to guess, man. I haven't been watching a lot of pro games lately, so it's like I don't know what people pick at all anymore.
Dire team pick.
Okay, Lifestealer. Yay! We finally see the Lifestealer. Okay, that's going to be pretty strong. That's a very good pickup for Team Negativity right there.
Ten seconds remaining.
Okay, why do you even pick
Radiant
against
team
Lifestealer? I
back.
think you just need
Anti-mage.
Anti-Mage. I don't get the Anti-Mage pick, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why that's a pick. I mean, you need something that's good against Lifestealer, not against the supports. Because Anti-Mage only
10 seconds.
it's not
remaining.
even, no, it's not a good pick, I think. I might be wrong though.
5 seconds.
I've been
remaining.
wrong a lot with these things. Okay, last ban for the Rangers. At least the Rangers aren't letting their reserve time run up as much this game as it did previous game. In previous games they literally had like 5 seconds left to randoming a hero. That would have been rather unfortunate.
Dire team ban.
And they banned the Invoker. Respect. They have respect for that Rennie Invoker even after beating it. That's good to see. It's good to see. They don't want to play against the Invoker, it seems like. Also, Invoker is pretty good against Lifestealer. People would think otherwise because he's a mage and Lifestealer is BKB. No. Sunshine goes through BKB. Claret, obviously, Alacrity goes through BKB.
5 seconds remaining.
Is actually strong against Lifestealer. And the thing is, you just need to kite Lifestealer. Lifestealer can't catch an Invoker. He has so many spells to get away. Okay, one more ban. What are they? It's gonna be like a agility or a mid ban because Smeester's team
Dire team
shouldn't pick an intelligence hero mid now with the anti-mage. Oh, they banned Quap. They would have done fine against Quap. They should have banned like Wind Ranger or Templar Assassin or something like that. Okay, so I think Negativity Gaming, they have last pick. They're gonna pick Templar Assassin. Necrophos. Okay, a pretty. I don't know what to make about this lineup from the Rangers right now, because I don't really know how these heroes play in this meta, but it seems to me like they have a lack in carry.
5 seconds
Especially with
remaining.
anti-mage not being a great pick this game, except if I'm missing something. A Templar Assassin would be a good pick now. Wind Ranger would be decent. You just don't want you don't want to pick something now that's gonna get countered by anti-mage and Necrophos. Like, you have last pick, you should make use of it and actually basically what you want to do. Viper. Dude, Viper, I forgot about Viper. Viper is such a good pick. Well done. Yeah, because Viper's he ticks all the marks. He's good against Necrophos. He's an agility hero. Dude, Viper is such a good pick this game. Yeah, that was pretty smart. I could only think about Templar, but Templar isn't that good against Necro mid. That's the problem. Yeah, and it's an MVP Viper as well, so he knows his way around the hero. And Brewmaster. This Brewmaster, for them to win the game, this Brewmaster is gonna have to do work, like a lot of work. I mean, it's possible. You get some pretty sick Brewmasters out there.
Prepare for
I know Skippy has a good Brewmaster. Yeah, it's Skippy Brewmaster. So I mean, that could. Yeah.
My prayers are answered.
Omni Knight. Again. Again, like, he had a pretty decent Omni Knight previous game. I don't understand why he gets Quilling Blade first. I'm pretty sure you can buy it from the side shop. He could have gotten anything else. 2 Iron Branches and a Mango. And
30
Tangos.
seconds to battle.
Okay, not all of that. Maybe like Iron Branch and you just could have gotten something else, basically. Oh, a lot of aggression here in the top lane, as they do try to go on the Jakiro. Jakiro does manage to back off, retreat off to his own jungle though. Slopsuck does have his Q ready. Slopsuck is not over this fight. He's gonna maybe try and get the kill onto the Jakiro here. Jakiro does manage to escape. That regeneration from the Tango is enough to make him survive, but he's very low HP now. And he had to use all of his regeneration now, so that's almost better than getting the kill, to be honest. Making a support use all of his regeneration, he's not going to be able to buy any more after that. So nice plays there, nice plays. Middle lane, I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on mid lane this game than I did previous games, because I think I overlooked mid lane a little bit. Rennie getting harassed top lane. Again, it's an aggressive tri lane here with the Shadow Shaman and the Ogre Magi for team negativity. So the Rangers should dominate this Omni Knight bot, but that's just the trade-off you make if you're team negativity. They think that getting the farm on the lifesteal here is more important than getting more farm on the Omni Knights. But Omni Knight is struggling quite a bit, is dropping HP, and it's what to be expected. Okay, top lane, Jakiro dropping pretty low. They might even dive this. MCVS almost decides to dive it and decides it's a bit too aggressive, and that was they got the Jakiro very low there. And they do manage to remove the salve on Smeesters. That's big. That's really big for the Rangers. I'll remember the names someday. Slopsuck, top lane. It's gonna try to stack this camp, and Lifestealer will take it. Or at least that's the plan. We'll take it when he's ready to. Or they might pull it later on. Smeesters getting aggressed upon on the bottom lane. Fuzzy Bear being extremely aggressive onto Smeesters here. Smeesters can't even get out of his tower's range. That's how aggressive they are being at the moment. And top lane, Ogre Magi out of the shadows. Might actually die here. I think he's a little bit out of position. He tries to go on the Jakiro, but he's losing HP himself. Anti-Mage, one more hit. Good job, Rennie. Rennie actually gets first blood against an aggressive tri-lane there, and Jakiro barely escapes. Well played there. Well played from Rennie. Well played the Rangers. Smeesters uses his last little bit of mana to try and get Heavenly Grace off. He does manage to get Heavenly Grace off, but the Inkswell is going to stun Smeesters for a little bit. Smeesters one more hit, then is dead. Skippy wants to chase Smeesters here, but Smeesters does barely manage to juke them. Well played there, Smeesters. Skippy now himself is pretty low. Skippy and Fuzzy Bears. That was actually well done from Smeesters. They're getting both of them low and escaping. Somehow escaping. He's gonna get a tango here from Ogre Magi, but he needs more than a tango. He's very low at the moment. But he did manage to escape there. And Fuzzy Bear, I just missed it, but Fuzzy Bear with the snipe. Good job, Fuzzy Bear. Stroke of fate there. On point. Nailed it. Good job. Okay, so 2 kills now for the Rangers. It's still less than a 1k net worth lead, so it's nothing too detrimental at all for team negativity. Shadow Shaman though dropping pretty low in the top lane, almost dying. If that reflection actually went off onto Shadow Shaman, Shaman would have been very low now. Ogre Magi helping Omni Knight again. Again, the support starts helping the offlaner. And Skippy dropping pretty low here. Skippy trying to juke them. Goes the other direction as you'd expect him to go. And that little move does manage an escape for Brewmaster. Sorry, I went AFK there for a moment, kind of. Had to mess with the volumes a little bit. Oh no, okay. Ogre Magi doesn't manage to get the rune. Good Ink Swirl from Fuzzy Bear. Top lane, Shadow Shaman trying to get the rune from... I mean, Jakiro manages to get the rune from Shadow Shaman. Well played there, getting the enemy bounty rune. Bounty runes are extremely important. Shadow Shaman does have Shackle, doesn't have it anymore, as Rennie does manage to get the skill. Very well played from Anti-Mage, being extremely aggressive in lane. You don't often see that from carries being so aggressive in lane. Middle lane, TTPP is doing pretty well. Viper is doing pretty well. Both sides are doing well. Good job LOLs and good job TTPP. Can't really say much more there. I think mid lane is a pretty good matchup. Viper and Necrophos. Not one remarkably stronger than the other in middle lane. Smeester's playing pretty aggressively in the bottom lane, considering it's a 1v2. It's actually trying to go on Fuzzy Bear. Fuzzy Bear does load up the Ink Swirl, and it does stun Smeesters for a little bit. Nothing too detrimental there for Smeesters. Smeesters dropping pretty low now. He is silenced, doesn't have mana for his heal. Now he has mana for his heal. Still not enough. Maybe I do miss the kill on Jakiro, but they might get the skill onto Smeesters. They don't get the kill onto Smeesters. Smeesters somehow surviving with 50 HP again. Good job, Smeesters. Somehow you just survive everything.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, bottom lane. Smeesters is full HP again. I'm not sure. I think. Oh, okay, got bottled by the Viper. Good job, Viper. Getting that bottle to the Omni Knight. Top lane though, Rennie dropping extremely low on the anti-mage. This would be a very big kill, and he does manage to escape. The Rangers, however, do get a kill onto Team Negativity there. Necrophos trying to push the mid lane a bit. Doesn't really damage the tower, but does push it out quite a bit. Bottom lane, Smeesters. This is something that's very cool that Smeesters does. Smeesters will always play very aggressively in his lane. Even if he's losing, he'll always. That's the mindset you need to have as an offlaner. You need to think, I'm always gonna dominate them, because like the good offlaners can do that, and he has done that in previous games as well. Smeesters just being aggressive, no matter what. Very aggressive player. Very nice to see. Ogre Magi is pretty low mana, yeah. Again, you can't do too much on Ogre Magi if you're this low mana. They try to go on Rennie, but doesn't really amount to much as the ice wall protects him. Bottom lane Smeester still is playing really aggressively and is getting a decent amount of last hits. He does heal one of his creeps, so he doesn't have the heal for himself now. And that does cost him a little bit of HP there. What lane? Smeesters. Skippy actually dropping pretty low, yeah. If they had a Sunstrike this game, that would have been a kill. Smeesters again, very nice shield there. Does manage to debuff. And strong debuff. Rennie gets a kill onto Shadow Shaman. Top lane. It's a killing spree now for Rennie. Very nice game so far for Rennie on the anti-mage. And as I said, I've been wrong before. I said anti-mage is a bad pick this game, but if this happens, it's not a bad pick. If you somehow manage to get a start like this on anti-mage, then it's not a bad pick. Lifestealer is still doing very well. MCVS barely, no, even he's in the lead in net worth now, so he's actually doing pretty well. Where it counts, he's actually doing better than anti-mage. They do try to go on to Jakiro, but then decide to go on Ogre Magi as well. Rennie on a dominating streak now again, leading net worth again. Lifestealer is actually being went on as well. This might be... Okay, so that's a Necrophos ult on to Lifestealer. 40-second respawn time on Lifestealer and 3 kills for the Rangers. This is very similar to what we've seen in the group stage game, where the Rangers just get, after laning stage or as soon as laning stage ends, they have solid rotations and they just take the game out of control from there. So the question is, will Negativity Gaming be able to counter it this time and have some good rotations of their own, like the Omni Knight top? No, Rennie gets a mega kill on the Omni Knight and is even pushing to maybe get a Wicked Sick here as well on the Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi, smart as he is, does go for the bounty rune there. And he does get the bounty rune and somehow escapes with his life as well. Lifestealer, bottom lane, doing pretty well. He's having a decent game so far. And Viper as well. Both of them getting a good amount of farm in. It's actually quite even. The top 4 networks are quite even. And they do get a kill onto Shadow Shaman. Are they going to chase for the Lifestealer as well? No, they are not. Viper middle lane, or not middle lane, in the jungle is pretty low. Rennie decided to start jungling. He's probably just going to farm a couple camps and then blink back to base. What does he have in the courier? He has Perseverance, which means he'll probably farm even more camps. He's actually waiting for the shrine to go off cooldown. MCV is way too fast for them, just manages to run out. No questions asked. 3 euros for the Rangers in the bottom lane at the moment. Middle lane, Ogre Magi in a bit of a sticky situation, but Rennie misses his blink, so he will survive. Good rotations here from Negativity Gaming. They might actually be able to get a counter kill here if the Rangers aren't ready for it. Meanwhile, the Rangers are farming a stack that Negativity Gaming has made in their jungle. So big plays here from the Rangers. Negativity Gaming not very happy with that. They're going to try and get a return kill here, maybe a couple. They're going to try and go on Fuzzy Bear. Can they get into range? No, the Jakiro slow is enough for Fuzzy Bear to get out. Fuzzy Bear misses his Q.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And barely escaping is the Rangers. The Rangers trying to see if they could maybe re-aggress. Skippy does have his ultimate active at the moment, so he could maybe try to re-aggress. Middle lane, Viper's going on Necrophos. He shouldn't get this kill, but that's very good harassment. Top lane, Rennie is pinging something out. No, Lifestealer is pinging out Rennie. Doesn't want Rennie to push top lane whilst all this is happening. Meanwhile, Skippy, Fuzzy Bear and Park Ranger are all trying to push the bottom lane. Are they going to be able to push this lane? I'm not sure. Meanwhile, middle lane, Smeestus is pretty deep. He tried to get a kill onto the Necrophos. Now he's pretty deep. He has to use his Guardian Angel. Ultimate goes through for Skippy. 3 rulings. Is it enough to kill Smeestus? Doesn't quite seem like it yet. Are they going to tower dive here? It seems like they might. Very good Serpent Wash from Shadow Shaman. I think it actually stuck in one of the rulings. Brewmaster is back up and very low HP now for Team Negativity. Viper almost gets Skippy. Skippy barely survives, and a double kill from Fuzzy Bear from one Q there. Maybe a bit of an overextension there if you are. Maybe a bit of an overextension there if you were Team Negativity, getting 2 kills with 1 spell there. pretty big. That's going to help Grimstroke quite a bit. And there's no excuse for him to not buy wards now. Definitely. Okay, 12 to up is the Rangers versus Team Negativity. This is I can't believe they have this ward. This is a very strong ward. Barely out of the range of the Sentry ward. Shadow Shaman is dancing a little close to the edge here. As he does decide to get back, it would have been pretty bad if he just stepped a little bit to the right more. Skippy playing pretty aggressive. Almost has his ultimate back up, 30 seconds, and Smeester's playing aggressively back. He's not one to back down. Viper is doing so well this game. He has 111 last hits, 16 minutes in. That's very well played from Viper. I don't even know how Anti-Mage is leading him. He has 101 last hit, but he's 5-4-0. But Viper doing so well to keep up with Anti-Mage, especially considering the kills. Smeesters playing aggressively again in the bottom lane. Ogre Magi stun comes through onto Jakiro. Jakiro is gonna die. Earth Split, split rulings from Skippy should be enough to kill the Shadow Shaman. It does kill the Shadow Shaman. Smeester's ult a little bit too late. Grimstroke goes down, and Skippy barely survives with one Bruling left before going back into his normal form. He's getting ganked by Viper though. Viper does have that Rod of Atos, and that's going to be a free kill if you are Team Negativity. Well played, Team Negativity. Well played. Managed to turn a fight that didn't necessarily look like it was in their favor there. And Viper decides to push middle lane. He does have this DD. This is surely a tower for Team Negativity. Very nice swing there for Team Negativity. Only a 4k net worth lead now for the Rangers. That's exactly what you want to be doing if you're Team Negativity. They played that to perfection, and that's how they're going to get back into this game. It's not over yet. Viper being aggressive onto the Necrophos middle lane. He decides to get back, doesn't want to overextend, doesn't want to give anything up after that great play they made. Okay, so never mind. Okay, bottom lane. Nothing much happening at the moment. Might be the calm before the storm. Viper does get Grimstroke here. He does force a bit of an anti-mage rotation. Grimstroke doesn't manage to get any other spells off, as he will die there. And Viper being extremely aggressive. Almost even kills the anti-mage as well. Very nice combo here from Jakiro. They can't walk into that macro pyre. And a stun coming through from Ogre Magi. Jakiro dropping pretty low. Viper is just killing everyone at the moment. He does have a killing spree now. Will they be able to punish it? Viper has a haste stream, so I do doubt it. Skippy gets his primal split off last second. He was on like 50 HP there. Really unstoppable. And somehow Skippy survives that. Skippy needs to get back with one of his Brulings now. He's actually almost... Okay. Skippy makes it. His Earth Bruling is there. Well played, Skippy. I don't know how you escaped that, but you did. You did manage to. Rainy, very strong on this anti-mage this game. Actually aggresses on Lifestealer. Doesn't amount to anything though. Bottom lane, busy as ever. Necrophos getting Viper ulted. Smeesters uses his ultimate as well. Viper dropping pretty low. Viper is getting shackled, but it's only Shadow Shaman there at the moment. Will Smeesters be able to get this kill? It does seem like they do get the Necrophos kill eventually. And Good trade there, or not a trade, good kill there from Team Negativity. Only a 2k lead. I think it was an 8k lead, and now it's a 2k lead for the Rangers. Very nice comeback here from Team Negativity. Very, very nice comeback from Team Negativity. Okay, I think they should get back now. All of them are pretty low. They got what they wanted. They are decreasing their disadvantage. Rennie just farming up as anti-mages do and will do. He's at the top of the net worth at the moment. Actually rather closely followed, surprisingly, by Lifestealer. Lifestealer somehow managing to keep up with the net worth. He almost has a radiance of his own. Rennie steals his last hits and is like, I'm out of here, cheers. And that's about it. This unending bottom lane fight is still happening, and we'll see who wins this chapter of the bottom lane fight. It seems like Team Negativity is going to get the tower if the catapult keeps attacking it, which for some reason it stopped. And get the deny, Skippy, come on, you got the deny. No, they don't care about the tower for now. Viper, Jakiro dropping pretty low. Skippy has his ultimate, and again, with like almost no HP, he manages to use his Brew Split. Smeester just wants to get out of there now. He's very low HP. He wants to get out. He does have his heal. He does have his W. Double kill from Rennie. Extremely good Mana Void from Rennie there. Viper gets a dominating streak before dying. They'd managed to get the Grimstroke first at least. Jakiro escaping with barely any health. And it would seem like this chapter of the bottom lane fight goes in the favor of the Rangers. But meanwhile, Team Negativity gets a tier 2 top, so maybe still worth it for Team Negativity. I think actually it was worth it for Team Negativity getting a tier 2 for that fight, and they got a tier 1 as well, so they got way more out of that if you look past the kills. McVee's being went on in the middle lane. Okay, so we can calm down a bit. Not much happening here. The teams are pretty grouped though. It seems like this could be a smoke up, maybe. No, okay, not quite smoking up, but they are quite grouped, and they want to ensure that their teammates are near when the next fight happens. It seems though like the Rangers are interested in maybe aggressing mid. Smeester's aggressive as always, tries to push into the Rangers, thinks that Brewmaster is missing. And that's a mechanism for Smeester, so that's a pretty early mechanism there, and that's going to help a lot if you are Team Negativity. I think if they group now with that mechanism up, with all their ultimates up, that could actually win them quite a strong fight. Quite a good fight. And Lifestealer, they do decide to fight now. They go on Jakiro first. Jakiro does fall. Next is Necrophos. Necrophos falls before he can cast any spell. Skippy already used his Prime Split, and Anti-Mage dropping pretty low. This is a very, very good fight for Team Negativity. MCDs even trying to go on Skippy as well, and that's a 4-man wipe. They didn't lose anything. 4-man wipe for nothing there from Team Negativity, and they have the net with lead now, and they are pushing the middle tier 2 tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower.
Okay, very, very well played there from Team Negativity. Skippy, a little bit out of position. They might actually kill him as well. He doesn't have his ultimate. He gets stunned, and that's all 5 heroes killed in the span of a minute. Jakiro does manage to get his macro pyre off. Doesn't really do much in this situation. remember, if Team Negativity wins this game, then they win the tournament. Smeesters, he's less than half HP, he does get his heal off, and they're out of here. They are out of here. As soon as they got those kills, they don't want to be part of this anymore. Viper drops Fuzzy Bee pretty low, and Ogre Magi seems like he might die here as well. Mana Void off cooldown, but that is a double kill for Rennie. Maybe a little bit of an overextension, and they get the kill onto Viper as well. Only Smeesters and Lifestealers left, and Lifestealers out of here. So it's a decent turnaround if you are the Rangers. It's decent, but you lost Rax. Team Negativity will take that 10 times over. Like, you'll always take that for Rax, and somehow the Rangers are gonna have to do something worth
Radiant structures are fortified.
worth what they lost, which I don't think they're gonna be able to be honest.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, and they get a kill on Shadow Shaman as well. So actually spiraling quite a bit into the Rangers territory now, as they got a lot of kills and then the Shadow Shaman kill as well. So maybe this little streak of victories for them might be enough to get them back into the game, even though they did lose a Rax. They do have an anti-mage with a Battle Fury, so the mega creeps aren't difficult to push out by any means, but it's still something you have to constantly be aware of, and you can't leave. Grimstroke is being went on by Viper in the middle lane. Grimstroke does have the Rod of Atos to try and save himself. It's not going to be enough, and Rennie actually also blinking in as well. Okay, so what is this the comeback team? Because Team Negativity, they almost somehow got a comeback from the first game. I don't know how that was possible, and they are definitely making a comeback here. I mean, they are in the lead now, and they were pretty far behind. They were 8k net worth behind in like 12 minutes. Smeesters aggressive onto the Jakiro. They are going to get the Jakiro kill. Will they be able to get more here? They go on the Brewmaster as well. They get the Brewmaster. Couldn't get his ultimate off in time. Rennie gets one kill at least in return, but it's not worth it if you are the Rangers. Brewmaster does not have buyback here, and they are going to try to push bottom lane. Fuzzy Bear trying to get some harassment in without dying. This is going to be difficult without Brewmaster. It does not seem like Negativity wants to stop. And they go on the Grimstroke as well. Just a little bit out of position, and that's enough for him to get killed. Rennie has his BKB now. It's enough for them to kill the Ogre Magi. They go on MCVS as well. And Necrophos falls. Only 2 people alive for the Rangers at the moment. That Necrophos buyback cues Team Negativity to fall back, smartly so, as they got so much out of that. They got a tier 2, they got a buyback. You take that. If you get that lead, you 100% fall back, and it's worth it. Even if you might have possibly still won another fight, it's not worth the risk. You won. You already won. Very, very well played here from Team Negativity. I can see them growing literally in this tournament. Like, they're playing so much better this game than even the previous game, and definitely better than the first game. They're literally better every game somehow. Like, the Rangers aren't playing badly at all. Team Negativity is just making the right calls here at the right times, and it's working wonderfully for them at the moment. Okay. It seems like Team Negativity wants to go for this Roche fight. This, if you are the Rangers, is your one chance to maybe try and get back into the game. This is where you get back into the game. You have to contest this fight. Anti-Mage on the sidelines. He did make space to try to kill, to try to grab the Aegis, so he's definitely going to try to do that. Realizes Roche hasn't dropped as low as he might have thought yet, as he did use the Manta style to scout there. Jakiro, again the first one to be went on. Skippy uses his bruise split on the sideline. A Hex onto Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage might die here. That would be very bad for the Rangers. The Rangers that lose Anti-Mage as well, and only 3 left for the Rangers. Necrophos falls as well. Team Negativity just stomping at the moment. They are chasing down Brewmaster at the moment as well. Is this going to be a full 5-man wipe? If they get this Brewmaster, it's a full 5-man wipe, and Brewmaster's trying his best, but this is it. This is literally, they wanted to get the Roche, but they'll take this instead. 100%. They'll rather take a 5-man wipe, and this is going to cue them pushing mid, going for the series, and going for the win on this test tournament that we're playing today. Not quite going for the throne yet. They decide, considering the respawn times, they're going to try to get another lane of racks. 31 and a half minutes in. Quark Ranger a little bit out of position. Does get disabled, and that's Jakiro dead for 50 seconds. Not what you want to do if you are the Rangers at the moment.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Top lane, Team Negativity completely taking control of this game, and it's showing. They just beating the Rangers at every turn at the moment, except for there where Rennie actually does manage to stun the Life Stealer, cancelling his TP, but Team Negativity re-engages, and they do actually get the kill onto Skippy just after his respawn, and they just get every single kill at the moment. Everything's going their way. It doesn't seem like they can make a mistake.
No, I'm feeling it.
3v4 advantage in numbers for Team Negativity in the moment. They could use this to try and get the last set of racks. They keep steamrolling, and it doesn't seem like anything's gonna stop them. Lifestealer basically finishing Roche on his own, but gets some help from Viper as well. And this is going to be a free Roche, an easy Roche, and there's nothing that the Rangers can do to even try to contest this.
Mine. Selfish.
Okay, a little bit of calmness now, as I think they are preparing for what is going to be quite the siege, and it's going to be interesting to see if the Rangers have any answer for this whatsoever. It's going to have to be a very good Necrophos ult very early into the fight, and they can't be fighting on the back foot. Somehow the Rangers are going to have to get a favorable fight for them. They can't just wait in the base. They're not going to win that way, I don't think.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Everyone from Team Negativity grouping at the moment, except for Omni-Knight is pushing out the bottom lane. So they are definitely grouping up, and they want to finish this game. Grimstrike getting pinged out, almost getting caught. This is a game of positioning.
Dire's
That
bottom
positioning
shrine is
almost
under
got him
attack.
killed, and that would have almost, I think, sent everything out of control. Lifestealer doesn't care. He has Aegis. He's literally diving into the high ground. This is how you siege, by just simply not caring about the high ground, going for whatever you see first, and just doing it. Okay, here comes the siege. Remember. Okay, nice stun onto Jakiro. They should be able to get to Jakiro first. But that's the first kill there for Team Negativity. Will they get any more? Fuzzy Bear is dropping so quickly. Fuzzy Bear dropping just outside of his base. And only 3 left for the Rangers at the moment. Necrophos forced to use his W. Anti-Mage ult doesn't do much, more of a desperation ult than anything else. They do kill Necrophos as well. Stunned is Anti-Mage as well, and I think this should be the game. This should be the GG. No buybacks for the Rangers. And yes, GG, well played. Winners of today's test tournament is Team Negativity. Well played. Very well played, Team Negativity. They literally improved as this tournament went on. It's like first game and the third game, it looked like different teams. They adapted so quickly to how these teams are playing and how to counterpick them, and it just got easier for them from there on. And they drafted excellently as well. I think that's like the main thing you can take out of this. The Lifestealer, the Viper, all of it was just such great picks. Very, very good picks from Team Negativity. Yeah. So that's gonna be it. All they have to do now, since this is basically just to test the website, they just have to submit the results, and then on the website it will show that they won the tournament. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.